guys, welcome to some Phantom Forces gameplay, and I have the wrong gun. But today I'm going to be telling the most awkward story I could possibly think of. It has something to do with my girlfriend. I was over, well, it has a lot to do with her, but I was over at her house, and we were just sitting around, talking and stuff, and she gets this text, and I didn't know this at the time, but it was the first line from a song, and so she didn't expect anything. I forget what it was, the line, but she was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I'm not gonna say who it is, but it's one of my friends. The person sends another text of another message saying, the second line of the song, it's "I Hate You, I Love You" by Nash or Gash, I don't know. And it was at this moment that I realized something was up, because I had seen, it was a lyrics text prank. I had seen these all over YouTube because they're like the funniest thing ever. And you know, like, I mean, honestly, I think my friend should have sent her some Chainsmokers song, but you know, that's her, or that's him. But so it was at this moment that I realized something was wrong, but I decided that I wasn't gonna tell her that because it'd be funny. And he sent the next line, and I'm like, okay, this is definitely a text prank. And I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit into the part where it's like, "I hate you, I love you, I hate that I want you," and shit like that. And I just look at her and act all confused, because, you know, my friend had he doesn't like talking to her because I think he's like jealous, but yeah. My best friend is jealous of her, I guess. We're all kind of friends in a group and stuff, but so the texts got just weirder and weirder because the responses would yield for really well to the next line of the song, like super well. And it was really funny because, like, it turned out, it pretty much played out like it was an actual response. Like, it wasn't like, "What are you saying? I hate that I love you." Well, that kind of does make sense, but you know what I mean. It wasn't like the person was my friend was just rambling. It actually seemed like he's having some sort of conversation, and I'm sitting over here right next to her, looking at the text like a fucking creep. And I was trying so hard to not just burst out and die of laughter, and she's just so confused as to what my friend is saying. I think she began to catch on, but she was still like giving the most ridiculous responses, like, from him. Like, they made sense, but they were hilarious. Some of them did not make sense. Some of them were just ridiculous. And my girlfriend, she's 13, just like me. Well, I turned 13 recently, but whatever. And she just goes, she sends my friend, who's again 13. She says, "Are you high?" Just seriously, like, you're straight up asking a 12-year-old or 13-year-old if he's high. And it was at this moment that I was just, I could not help but just die. I was I was just like smiling so hard, and I was like, if she looked over, it would have ruined everything. She hadn't, I don't know. I think, as soon as, my friend sent the song link, after he had done everything, well, as soon as the song was almost over, because I had heard the song a little bit, but, I walked out of the room and just wanted her to figure it out on her own. I gave some lame excuse, but, wow, this is loud. I'm gonna turn it down 1 sec. There. Game sound is lower. And I just hear her, slapping her face in the other room while I'm about to come through the door. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, it was a prank. And I'm like, I knew this the whole time. And she punched me, like, jokingly, but because I didn't tell her. And by the way, I do have permission from her to tell the story, but, and she was completely, oblivious to everything that my friend was saying. She had no idea. Well, at least in the beginning. I think she, like I said before, I think she caught on in the later parts that something wasn't normal. But on a different note, in Phantom Forces news, I guess. By the way, I'm playing Phantom Forces. I'm playing Phantom Forces. Apparently there's new, like UI, GUI, whatever you want to call it, coming out that is supposed to completely change up the menu, and they're adding skins. But I mean, I was checking out the demo of the skins, and it's really not that. I mean, the skins, like, it's a cool idea, but it doesn't really work because, like, you don't want your like giant sniper badass gun covered in frickin' Doge or pink camouflage or tiger stripes. And there's no, like, real, at least from what I've seen, there's no, like, real normal camo or anything like that. And obviously this is, like, the demo of it. But it just doesn't seem like, it's obviously, I'm not expecting it to be like CSGO level, but I am expecting, like, the skins to actually look good on a lot of guns, but a lot of them don't. Like a lime, one of the funny ones I saw was a lemon lime Glock. I mean, it's a good idea on paper, but I don't think that it would be easy at all to make it work with the game. And I mean, the colors are kind of bland, I guess, in the game, so it doesn't really fit in. Well, at least on some maps, like Ravid, one of my favorite maps, and Ravid and the other one, I forget what, with the sniper tower. Well, anyway, Mall and what's this one? And Desert Storm is horrible, or Desert, whatever I don't remember the map names. Desert is horrible with the color. It's literally all just sand, like sand color. I think they need to have some, like, that's super lazy. Like, it's pretty much all the same texture. But I think they should have at least had, like, some brick buildings. I mean, like, the tanks and stuff, that's cool, but it's not like the game, that map has any color. It's pretty bland. Like this one. This one has a lot of different colors, but, like, a lot of them are overused. Like, all of this is concrete, pretty much. It's not as bad as the map was before. God almighty, please help me with that old map. But it's still pretty bad with all the, like, they just added these, like, scaffolding and made it mall construction instead of mall. I mean, I guess, like, they're progressing with them all. It'd be cool if they had, like, a map where every month it, like, they built it up a little bit more. I guess that might be kind of fun, but or every week even, because also Shaylin, one of the creators, or the map creators, says that he wants to create a map every week for Phantom Force, or every month. Sorry, map every week. Oh God, pray for Shaylin. Got no life. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was knives. There's knives that are supposed to be added, but the thing is, like, from what I saw, you can only buy them with credits, and, like, the first one I saw, the only one that I saw in the video that I watched was a machete, which was like 12,000 credits. And yes, they did make credits a little bit cheaper, and 10 Robux now gets you 80 credits instead of just 50. But that's still pretty overpriced. Like, that's pretty minor change in the, wow, that was the horrible play. That's a pretty minor price change, and, like, it's cool because before it was 1 Robux for 5 credits, but still, like, 1 Robux for 8 credits is still pretty bad. Leave your thoughts on the comments on the credit price change and stuff, and the and also the new UI. If you want to check that out, I'll probably have a link in the description where you can check that out. I cannot English right now, right meow. But that's gonna not. Wait, I think I have one more. Oh, yeah, again on the skins, or on the maps. I think the one map a month is really good. Sounds like a really good idea, but that'd be really hard to keep up for Shaylin. And I mean, to keep up one map a month, like, it would be a ton of work, because there hasn't been a new map. Well, there has been technically a new map. They renovated, what is it? This is mall construction. What's the other one? I don't remember. It's the one with the, like, I don't remember. I think you know the one I'm talking about, though. It's really close quarters. But I think it'd be pretty awesome to have a bunch of maps, or a bunch more maps. But the problem with that is that people, well, one of the good things and the problems for, jeez, what is going on with the screen and lag? One of the problems with that is that or one of the problems and the benefits for some people is that nobody's gonna be able to get, like, really good at a map, because it's gonna be like, literally, say you have 10 maps, it might literally be like 2 hours before you get back to the same map, or to the map you like, because it's 15-minute games. Well, if somebody doesn't just camp the hill for, or 5 people don't camp the hill for 5 minutes and win easily, but it's beside the point. But it sounds pretty awesome to have a map every month, but I hope they're able to keep that up. And I personally like that people won't be able to get super good at maps, so I won't have snipers galore at some maps. Whoa, I think this is new right here. Like that. Hey, it looks like a creeper face, kinda. like a derp creeper face. But that's gonna be about all for this video. I will see you later, and I'm also sorry I haven't posted in years, but I will see you soon. Double up.